Welcome to the part 2 where I'm going to show you how to create an image gallery using PHP, jQuery, MySQL, Bootstrap and all the other cool stuff. So in this video I'm going to show you how to retrieve all the images from the database and then nicely format and display them on the page. So stay with me. So in the first part, we have created the basic layout of our website. We have created nice place where someone is able to use the images and drop them here. So let's say I will just say upload. Okay. So now the next thing that we need to do is to actually retrieve all the images that are stored in some database. Okay. So let's say it's MySQL. And now, how we are going to do this? Well, when the page is loaded, we will let's say I'll write here jQuery, and I'm writing here on purpose because we always want to keep the scripts, JavaScript libraries and other stuff at the bottom of the page. So for that reason it's here, and then everything else can be appended here, okay, or in the other file. So what we are going to do, we will make Ajax call. So let's say this is Ajax, I'm terrible at writing, okay, to the PHP. Now PHP will get all the images from the MySQL and then it will return again all the images. So now from here we are able to just show all the images here, okay. So now this gives us an ability that it doesn't matter how many images we have, we are able to dynamically load of them. It will increase the speed of your web page, and of course it will make sure that all images are loaded. So let's start writing the code. Alright guys, so now I'm here at my PC, and before we actually start implementing on how to pull all the details from the database and display the gallery, last time when I finished the part 1 I have noticed one mistake. And basically it means that when we upload files, let's say I have a lot of them, you can see now that there isn't any space between, and that's a little bit weird for me. So then I have checked the code and I have noticed here that basically we do not have any rows, okay? So it's actually only one row and then there are just columns stacked there. So then you can go and see here in the code that we have written last time that here we are checking for how many my images we have in the last row, and basically here when we add, we have forgot to add this class, so I will just put it here, and then here we need to change to the 4 because we are looking for 4 images because there are 3 columns. And now when we save, hopefully this is going to work properly now. So I'll again select everything open. Now it seems to be the same. So let's see. I just want to fix it here in the video so you can actually see how we are going to fix any problem that occur. I'm not cutting my videos at all, and it looks that everything is good now. Now you can see that in uploaded files we actually have 2 rows, and in each row we have, you can see, 4 columns, okay. So now I guess the only problem is that between rows we don't have any padding, so we will just add the one true CSS. And then of course you can see that those images are looking pretty bad, so we are going to change that too. So what I'm going to do, I will remove this entirely, okay, and then I will define here, let's say that also our row is margin on 50, and then that each image is with 100%, and that's very important. Yeah, I'm just kidding. Okay, cool. Okay, yeah. This one should be excluded. Okay, this one for here, and for that one I think that should be an exception. So maybe it will be better if we say that all the images inside uploaded files. So image inside uploaded files will have 100%. This one is good. So if we upload now again, you can see now that our image gallery is looking really good. Okay, I mean, I hope so that you like it, right? Okay, cool. So now the next thing is that we want to do is to actually, now in our database we probably have so many files that are duplicates, but it really doesn't matter. Now we need to grab all those files. Okay, so what I'm going to do here on document ready, like this is short version of the document ready, maybe I will write another one just for you so you can see this one too. So basically this is just short version of this, it's same. And then I will define a new function, let's say get images, and to that function I will put two, I would say, variables. So let's say it will be start and maximum. We need to know the maximum number of images that we have in our database, and then here we will just say if start is bigger than maximum, then in that case we do not want to load images anymore, and otherwise we will just make a request to our server through Ajax. Like there are different versions on how you can write this Ajax, but this is my personal favorite one. Okay, then I will say method post. Now data type that server will return, I will say it will be text. Okay, and then data that we are sending to the server will be get images 1. So this is just in case if you have different Ajax calls to the same file, then you can differentiate those. So I will just say get images. Then I will pass those two variables, start and maybe just start will be fine, and then on success there will be one function response, and that's it. And now the same thing we need to do is to actually go and add files like this. So maybe what we can do, maybe we can do it a little bit better for you. So let's say the server will return an array of images, and then we will just go through that array and add those images. So maybe we can move this to some function. Let's say I'll write it here, I'll say function add image, and then here we will receive a path of the image, and boom, that's it. Okay, and now this code is pretty much all that we need to do. So here I will say add image and put the path, and now I will be able to use the same function here. So let's say that in response.image we will have all the images, all the path of the image. So we can write one simple for loop. So I lower than response.image.length I plus plus, and then we will just say here add image, and path will be what? It will be uploads folder plus response.image, and index I. Okay, and then here we will call the image. So let's say for now we'll just test with 20. Okay, and that's it. Okay, and now here at the top we need to say if is post get image. That's the one that will differentiate. Okay, now we need to again use this for connection, so maybe we can just grab it here because we are going to need it on multiple places. So I'll say here start is equal connection real escape string and start. Okay, so now let's grab all the images from the database. So I'll say query select path, maybe id comma path from photos limit, and then we can say maybe first order by id descending, and then limit start, and let's say we are going to get each time like 8 images, maybe, yeah, that's like 2 rows. Okay, so here, okay, cool. And then here we need one while, so I'll say while data equal SQL fetch associative array. Maybe we will define here one response. Now it will be array. What we can do, we'll just say response add data path. Okay, cool. And then we can say exit. We will return JSON and our response, but we need to say here it will be image our response. Okay, so I hope that everything here is correct, and when we test we should see 8 images. So I will hit refresh. Okay, so nothing there. Let's see. Unexpected expression line 58. What's that? So I'm not sure what is wrong now. Let's see. Okay, so we have some column here. Interesting. It's refresh, and now 8 images are here, and we can see now in our network that we made 2 post requests, and you can see now here what's happening. Okay, it said get image start 0, and the second time, yeah, there isn't second time, of course, because we didn't make it here. So we will just say here get image, and then we need to increase our start by 8. Okay, and our maximum will be the same. Okay, and now if we test, okay, you can see now there's much more images, up to 20, like 4, 8. Okay, we have, yeah. So here we need to grab the real number of rows that we have. So we will just say connection query select id from photos. Okay, and then we will say num rows is SQL number of rows, and that's what we are going to show here. Say here echo number rows. Cool. So let's test it now. When we hit refresh, we should now grab all the images that we have in our database. So if I upload this again, hit open, and if I refresh, you should see now there is more images, and the more you have, the more will be displayed here. Okay, that's cool. So now the next thing that we can do is that we can maybe create so that each time when someone click on the image, we can maybe display some pop-up and ask like, do you want to delete this image? So it can be something very simple, like we can add some icons down below for delete images, or we can maybe make it just that by clicking on the image that happens. Like the process is pretty much the same. It's important that you understand how it actually works. So for now, I will just maybe make it that when you click on the image, you will be able to delete those. So maybe now we will need to change things a little bit. We will now need here in our response define maybe that each time to this array we are adding a new array, and then we will have like path like this, and then we will also have an ID of the image that we want to delete. Okay, like this. Okay, and then image. Cool. And now of course we will need to change the things here, so we'll need to say here dot path, and only now it's going to work. So let's test. I refresh, images are there, that's good, but now the ID is still not added to each image. So maybe here we will define that we will also put the ID. Okay, and we can maybe here have one function that will say on click del image, and we will pass the ID of the image that we want to delete, and also we will maybe for this image define some ID, so it will be img and then ID. Okay, like this. Cool. So now here when we upload, I will just say that it will be ID 0. Okay, for just uploaded images we are not going to delete those, but now here we will delete those images. Okay, so you can say here ID, and let's see what will happen. Okay, now you can see that every row have a different ID, and basically that ID represents the ID in our database. Okay, and now we need to define this function delete image. Okay, so I will say here function delete image, and then here we will have ID of an image. So maybe we can say if ID equals 0, or maybe not ID, it will give the same result. We can say alert, you are not able to delete this image now. Now of course we can, once uploaded, so here we are able to actually grab the ID of the last, return it and stuff like that, but that really is not the goal of this video. Now we are going much more advanced things, and it will take a lot more time for this video. But if you understand this, what I'm going to show you now, you will understand how to create that too. So then we will say else if. We are going to ask the person, are you sure that you want to delete this image? Okay, and only in that case we are going to delete it. So how we are going to do? Well, we will actually again make the Ajax call. Now I will say here delete image. Okay, and then here we will have an ID. Okay, and if someone deletes an image, we should remove that image from the page. Okay, and that's it. Now, of course, let's handle this on the PHP side. So I'll just duplicate this line. So I'll say if you want to delete an image, that's cool. I will grab the ID of an image and then I will say I want to delete it. So I'll say just delete from photos where ID equal ID. Okay, and then we can just say exit success, but of course we need to change it here to the text. Okay, so let's see, did we did everything correctly? So now when I click on, let's say this one, it will ask me, are you sure that you want to delete this image? So if I say cancel, nothing will happen. And let me just open this. And if I now click here and say okay, you can see now that there is a new request. We have sent to the server that we want to delete image, ID is 58, and now you can see that this image doesn't exist anymore. So now if we try to find image 58 here, which is obviously on the next one, so maybe let's say I'll do it like this. Yeah, you can see now that image 58 doesn't exist here, which is exactly what we wanted to achieve. So now what we could do is actually go now through all rows and then organize all those files. So we are going to check if there are enough number of images, are we going to move that to the previous row and stuff like that, but that really is not important and the goal of this video, because this is just showing you how to create an image gallery, not anymore. But yes, in the next probably we have another part where I'm going to show you how to add some advanced techniques to this gallery, like when you click to preview it and stuff like that. Okay, so guys, I hope that you have enjoyed this video. If you do, please like it and share it to your friends. And of course, like always, if you have any questions, if there's any problems, any doubts, whatever the case might be, please make sure that you leave in the comments below and I will answer all of them. Take care.